a guest, the Dark Angel, who's going to give us an update on what Charles Heiston and Johnny Hale are doing. Hey everyone, so I'm live on YouNow, and I should have a guest, the Dark Angel, who's going to give us an update on what Charles. Hey, what's going on? How you doing? So I just Snapchatted this out. So what's going on, Dark Angel? Hello, you new person on YouNow. How are you doing? Glad things are going okay with you. I had to start this a second time because I accidentally put Sleeping Squad as the first hashtag. So, do you want to wait, or should I guess you now? Okay, we'll wait. Maybe in the meantime, I should play my new video since I did upload a video today. Hey, Light Angel. Of course, I don't have to wait. Okay, so you want me to guess you? Hey, what's going on? How you doing?
Not much. Oh, God, today's been eventful.
Oh, really? Yeah. Sounds like it. Hey, man,
Oh,
we have an update on, you know, that guy Johnny and also Charles Heiston?
oh, God. I have to say, Zork, I'm just getting too good at this.
Yeah,
I'm able to take
I always said
Johnny.
I always said
I,
you should be a detective, you know?
I mean, I'm taking him down before 3 hours are even up.
Hey, Allison. I'll take you from your fans, man. Yeah, so I guess so the update is Johnny, whoever his name is, like Hale or whatever, had a new Twitter account today.
Gregory Johnson.
Gregory Johnson, right? And
And this account, it's been out there since October,
hey, kindness. Oh,
which
really?
is the same time his other account went inactive. He made it the same night and then disappeared, stopped using it. Then all of a sudden it became active again today.
Thank you for your fans, Allison. Okay, so just as some background, so Johnny, apparently he was arrested for child porn.
Yes, I have screenshots proving this, which I hadn't released. I had planned on just holding it back, being like, okay, everything's done and over with. He can't get online. Forget him. No reason to beat a dead horse.
Right, right.
But now he's come back today and disappeared the same day.
And he's not supposed to be online, right? Because he is a condition of his bail. I
He
think,
wasn't
or maybe
supposed to be online until everything was handled with the courts. But
right.
he got arrested in October, was released in October,
Well, thanks, man.
and honestly, the way the court systems are, at least here in America,
Yeah,
they're not going to have that stuff taken care of within 2 months.
yeah. Usually they drag it.
Because if you get arrested, and get told, okay, your hearing is such and such a day, it's 3-4 months out.
Yeah, right. I know sometimes they keep postponing those things, you know.
Oh yeah, and yeah, but then again, he's in Canada, so. But
I would think the legal
Yeah,
term is fairly similar.
right. And like I said, I've got the screenshots proving that. I sent them to him, and right after he saw them, that account disappeared. It was deleted.
Yeah, probably because like he may be worried that like he could get his bail revoked, right?
Right. And so, and there were other screenshots which you saw too of
Right,
who he was talking to that alerted us to this.
right.
I'm
Light
not
Angel.
mentioning any names because I haven't been given the go ahead.
Oh, okay.
So,
Thank you for the 10 likes. Light Angel says he used Sarah to
oh,
to try to
okay,
start talking.
well, if she's willing to,
That's what Light Angel said. You didn't say that.
yeah.
Hey Tim.
But yeah, and he straight out gave himself away to Light Angel too by calling her the nickname he always called her on that account.
Yeah, yeah,
And it's like, are you really gonna give yourself away like this?
yeah.
And see, the other thing, like I had said, I'd been holding back on the other video about Charlie, Johnny's ex partner, because of the Sarah girl is one who gave me the info. But if she's going to turn around and betray us and put one of our friends back in Johnny's line of fire, then tomorrow I'm going to get working on that video and I'm going to use the screenshots. I'm no longer going to protect her name if she's going to
Right, right.
betray us.
So you're talking about a video about Johnny?
No, Charlie.
Right, Charlie. Okay, yeah. Allison wants to know. So Charles isn't associated with Johnny anymore.
That's what they say, but
Thank you for the
it's
50 likes, Tim.
it's weird when Charlie's ex-girlfriend was being abused by Charlie basically to where he ended up leaving her after abusing her and all that
Right.
verbally. He was trying to get her to starve herself. It's amazing that right after that, she's helping Johnny get in contact with Light Angel. So it's weird. I'm not sure exactly if they are still friends or not, but the video I've got, I'm going to be making on Charlie, it proves he was trying to make this girl starve herself and other stuff he was doing.
Hmm. So I mean, why would this girl want to help Johnny or whatever?
No idea, but she was even saying on Twitter today she wishes she could talk to Johnny again
Huh.
and all that. And then early this morning, she helped this new account, Greg Johnson, in touch with Light Angel. And then as the day progressed, he gave more and more clues as to who he really was.
Yeah. Yeah, and like we know that Johnny likes to use like Matthew Hale or whatever. That's the guy who like committed a murder who's like a white supremacist, and then this Greg Johnson guy that's another like white supremacist. So he likes to use like names of people like
Yeah,
that.
and what's funny is this Greg Johnson is also in big time cahoots with the two people that Charlie keeps posting videos about.
Or they like I forget like what's that guy's who is that guy? Who are the people that Charlie posts videos about?
I
I mean,
cannot
I've heard of
think
them
of their
before.
names off the top of my head.
I can look. So, I mean, do you want to reveal any information about Charlie, or should we wait till your video?
Well, like I was saying, Charlie was actually telling this girl, Sarah, she was telling him that she had gotten down to 130 pounds and he was telling her she needed to lose more. She was telling him one day she was feeling sick and weak and all that, asking him if it was okay if she ate something, and he told her no.
Yeah,
She
hey,
actually had to get his permission in order to eat.
yeah, I mean, that's the thing is like some people like Charles Heiston like tried to pretend that like he somehow wants to like help like Eugenia or whatever, like, but like then we had that thing where he said in a recording, he wants to help her like you know keep her weight down and all that stuff, and so he doesn't want her to gain weight, and he's not like trying to like help her to do that. And like some people were saying, well, this is a troll, and I'm like, no, it's actually not. This is actually what Johnny. This is not what Johnny would think, what Johnny thinks, but also what Charlie thinks. I mean, like some people were like commenting that on my video. Well, this is an obvious troll. No, it's not. Like you can see like his like white power shit on like Twitter and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, and there's been many times in my other videos where I've even called him out for that, and Johnny's been like, "Oh no, no, he doesn't have any of that stuff." And I say, "Yes, he does. Look right here." And I posted a screenshot. He's been like, "Oh well, that's just a joke."
Yeah, it's like people don't want to believe this stuff about like Charles Heiston. It's like they want to believe that, if I like I wouldn't say something like that, but like they would be more willing to believe that I would say something like that. Some of these people.
Right. Well, and another thing is, everyone seems to think me and you are puppeteering Light Angel. And it's like, no, no, she turns to us because she trusts us and she knows we're not afraid of you.
Richard Spencer, yeah, that's who they're talking about. He made videos on. Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
And
he was on.
Charlie supposedly got some big video planned for December 14th.
Oh, really? What is it on?
He's not saying. He posted a video of him and that Grayson Ryland freak playing with wrestling dolls,
Oh yeah.
talking about how Charlie needed to get 1,000 subscribers before December 14th because he had some big video planned, and that anyone who didn't subscribe to him and like his videos are ignorant.
Right. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. You get the feeling that like some people that like who watch Charlie's channel, they don't realize like, he has stated that like, all this crap about Eugenia needs to like gain weight. Then he says like, well, she has an amazing diet and like he wants to help her like lose weight or whatever. I'm like, what the fuck, It's like the total
Well, yeah,
opposite.
and at first, his biggest problem with her
Oh, it's snowing in Texas.
was that she was too skinny.
Yeah,
So he
exactly.
was attacking her for that. And then he's turning around telling the Sarah girl she needs to starve herself in order to fit the perfect image for him.
Yeah. And also remember like that video he made with Johnny where he said that like he wanted to help Eugenia like stay thin and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then people are like, "Oh no, it's a troll." No, dude, it's not a troll. Like, look, I also posted these other things on Twitter where he's talking about like how attracted he is to Eugenia and stuff. It's not a troll. I mean, he's not a
Well,
joke.
no, no, of course not. And another thing is the name Johnny
He is
was
a
using this time,
pancake.
Greg Johnson. If you look up info on this guy, he has interviewed and taken the sides of people that troll others on the internet the way Johnny does and thinks it's okay, that it's good to do that.
Yeah, I also think that this Greg Johnson guy, like, he tries to hide his identity and his face. Like, he gave that lecture in Sweden, but like, they blurred his face out, and it's like, well, if you're gonna be like that public and like giving lectures, like, you still want your like face blurred out. Because if the authorities really want to find this guy, like, they can find him.
Oh, yeah.
So like, so just so you guys, so to those who are just coming to the broadcast, like, you guys might have know like Johnny, and I don't even know if we know his name, but like his first name is Johnny. Sometimes he goes by Johnny Hale or whatever. And
Or now it's possibly Greg.
oh yeah, Greg Johnson. He likes to use like the names of like certain white supremacists. Um, okay, so Sarah, do you know who that guy who like used to like be like a big? I guess he still is like a big fan of Eugenia's, but like he would sort of like troll everybody, and he was like he would sort of push pull people, and he was like a major like white supremacist. And
Yeah, yeah, Johnny Cooney is another name he used.
anyway, so he got arrested, I guess, last October for having child pornography, and that's why he's been gone. Um, because like apparently they made it a condition of his bail that he has to stay off the internet. But we found out today. I mean, Light Angel and Dark Angel like learned that he's actually been online. Well, apparently, like he made an account back in October, like Greg Johnson, and that makes sense because Greg Johnson, if you look him up, he's like another like white supremacist guy, and so like Johnny often likes to use the names of like white supremacists that he respects. Like he also like, used like Johnny Hale is a reference to Matthew Hale. Matthew Hale is like white supremacist that like murdered somebody and is in prison or whatever, and so that makes sense. Also, like if you look at like because I saw some of the screenshots, like if you look at his rhetoric is very similar to like Johnny and all that stuff, like just some of the things he says. And like when Dark Angel confronted him about this, like he very quickly deleted his Twitter. I'm assuming. Thank you, Riley.
He admitted it was him. I've got a screenshot that proves that.
Yeah. So I mean, like, that means that, like, I mean, if the authorities were alerted in Canada, maybe they would like revoke his bail or something. Because I know he's Canadian.
Yeah.
Or they wouldn't be happy about it.
Like I said, today's been an eventful day. I don't know how many times I've taken these two down.
Yeah, you are doing a good job at that. I'll admit.
They're like cockroaches. I drop a nuclear bomb on them, don't see them for months, and then they scurry out again.
Oh, the guest is Dark Angel, my friend Dark Angel. If Fancakes wants to know who you are, Dark Angel is the guest.
Oh, sorry, I didn't even see that. Hello, Pancake Sourmine?
Canadians are supposed to be nice. Well, Light Angel is Canadian, so she's so I guess not all Canadians are bad people, right?
Yeah, and Light Angel is correct. Trying to talk to her was possibly the worst thing he could have done because he should have known she sends any and all information to me and Zork, and we end up finding out about it. And then, even if Zork finds out, I find out through Zork, and then I come for blood.
Yeah. We think alike, I guess. Well, but I really gotta hand it to you. You are like really good at like handling these things, Dark Angel. I mean, I don't know who else could handle it.
That's only because I lack a healthy sense of fear.
Well, that's a good thing. You're like a pit bull, right, or like a terrier or whatever. Don't you have a terrier? They say terrier dogs.
Yeah, I call it a terror though.
And Light Angel was right. Like, I don't understand why he would risk like having his bail revoked just to talk to you. I mean, like that seems to be a pretty silly risk to take. Yeah, like just trying to talk to me was one of the worst things you could have done. How seriously, like you're right. Like, why would he take that big of a risk? Doesn't seem worth it.
I think he thought maybe because he's been gone for so long that she'd just
Kaylee.
be okay. Oh, happy birthday, Kaylee.
Pardon?
I said happy birthday to Kaylee. Apparently today's her birthday.
Oh, it is? Okay, happy birthday, Kaylee. Hope you're having a good one. A lot of people have birthdays in December, it seems like.
Oh, I know.
Happy birthday.
I know, my girl's birthday is in December, and it's like, okay, December 4th is my girl's birthday, and then 20 days later there's Christmas. Yay!
So we were just talking about Johnny and Charlie and stuff, and like Johnny is like reemerged online, but like he's now, thanks to like, especially like Dark Angel and stuff, he's like deleted his Twitter. Hello, Protos Hydra.
But yeah, it's just these two are like cockroaches. No matter how much you do to them, they scurry out of the rubble.
So are they still friends, or secretly? Because I know that they've publicly.
At this point in time, I can't tell.
Okay.
I can't tell because there's conflicting information with Sarah working with Johnny after Johnny's girlfriend Veronica saying they were no longer friends with them. Then all of a sudden Sarah's being buddy-buddy with Johnny again.
Yeah,
confusing.
because you and like were really being supportive of Sarah. That seems kind of strange that like she would want to like help Johnny, you know. So to answer the question, Kaylee, like yes, today we found out like Johnny, or yesterday actually, Johnny like tried to message
Well, it
Light
was
Angel
6:30 this morning.
using a different name called Greg Johnson, but
Greg Johnson.
Greg Johnson is the name of like another white supremacist, and like Johnny likes to use names of like white supremacists, like you know Johnny Hale is a reference to like Matthew Hale, and like Greg Johnson, we looked him up. He's like a big like white supremacist as well. Like he gives like lectures in Sweden about like the Jews and how terrible they are and stuff like that. So and also like you can tell from the rhetoric that it just definitely like Johnny, like some of the things he said to like Angel.
Okay.
Did they try to guess with me? I think like Johnny guessed it with on Dark Angel's broadcast once.
Yeah, of course he kept his face covered.
Yeah, he had his face covered though. Yeah, the whole thing was crazy.
Yeah, Kaylee, you don't have too much to worry about right now. Johnny's gone again right after I confronted him.
Yeah.
He deleted his account again, but Charles is still out there.
Yeah.
And Charlie's got a big video planned for the 14th,
Oh, it was 4 in the morning last night. I'm sorry.
which we're watching for. I have no idea what it's about.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think the video is going to be about? Is it? Hmm.
Before all this, I thought it was going to be an attack on Sarah.
What do you mean Jews, Matsui? We're talking about these two people. I don't think are Jews. I think they're white supremacists. Oh, Kaylee says, "Okay, thank God." Yeah, because like apparently like he's the reason why he's been offline is because he was arrested for child porn, and like as a condition of his bail, he's not supposed to be on the internet. And it does seem kind of crazy that he would like risk like losing having his bail revoked just to talk to Light Angel. It's like, that seems like a crazy risk. Like,
Apparently, he
he wants to
tried
talk to her.
messaging Kayla too.
Yeah, that's true, Kayla. Yeah, I mean, I asked
No,
Kayla.
neither of us are anti-Semitic, Masabi.
Yeah, I mean, oh, Light Angel says Kayla just messaged her and
He tried
said,
messaging her too.
okay, all right, that's interesting. I guess he really wants. I wonder why he wants to. I wonder why he would take that risk. Because maybe he
He
didn't
thinks
realize that like people knew that he got arrested for child porn and that it's a condition of his bail.
I don't think he knew that because when I told him that I knew that, because we're talking about someone that went by the name of Johnny Hale, Johnny Cooney, and recently Greg Johnson, and then his friend Charles Heiston. But
Thank you, fan cakes. Thank you, likes. Appreciate it.
yeah, but I'm thinking maybe the thing is he just thought these people weren't intelligent enough to realize it was him, or he thought they weren't going to know because when I told him I knew, he said, "Prove it. Show me a screenshot of Veronica telling you that." And as soon as I did, that's when he deleted his account.
So is Veronica not friendly with him anymore?
Veronica was still supposedly with him, is still planning on going down there in January, from what I know. But
Oh, okay.
after I basically outed her to Johnny, telling him that, she told, I don't know if that's still going to be the case.
Huh. Well, I mean, like, but why did Veronica tell you? Do you know why?
Because at the time I was being nice, playing nice with them, being
Okay.
nice when they stopped attacking people,
Right.
trying to get on Charlie.
Yeah, I mean, at first I thought that like those two were like those girls were fake, especially Veronica, because they seemed to be so similar to Johnny. But I guess they were actually real people, you know. Um,
Right. Well, I thought Sarah was at least a real person because there was pictures that couldn't just be found on the internet like a hand holding a cup from McDonald's,
Oh, okay.
one of their coffee drinks and stuff like that. And I
Uh,
didn't think Charlie would put on fake nails just to fake a picture like that.
Pancakes wonders. I wonder if Aaron Eugenia Cooney is dying as Charles or Johnny or one of their friends. Yeah, I don't know. It could be. Um, hello, Blunt 24. Kayla says, I don't know
Kaylee, Sarah is Charlie's ex-girlfriend now.
yeah, and like they never met it in real life, but I guess they Skyped a lot and stuff. And he kept trying to get like her to like lose weight and stuff like that. Like, am I not supposed to say that? Well, it's okay if you guys haven't heard of Sarah.
The reason you people haven't heard of Sarah is because it was never mentioned in his main posts or his videos. I found out about this person through my searching about him and all that.
Why did they do that to you as well, Kaylee? Because like here's the thing: like when I posted that video saying, look, like this when Charles puts up all this horseshit about how he wants Eugenia Cooney to gain weight, it's like it's a lot of horseshit because like then he says like and he even recorded a video with Johnny where he's talking about how she like he thinks that like she has an amazing diet and like he wants to help her stay thin, and then people like say to comments like me, well, this is a troll. And it's like no, it's not a troll. He really means that. Because some people because of the videos that put like Charlie makes, some people really just don't want to believe that Charlie actually does try to get women to like make themselves thin. I think that like most people realize this about Johnny, but
And I have screenshots of
well, I would never
conversations.
do that. But like like people would assume that I do. That's what's ironic. But yeah,
I have screenshots from Sarah showing that Charlie was telling Sarah that she had basically had to ask him permission to eat. If she was 150 pounds, she was disgusting. She had to be a weight center that he liked in order for him to be with her.
and Kaylee says, yeah, they told me she needs to be small and she needs to be perfect, and how I need to get to 80 pounds. He was constantly asking me what had during the day, like what you had ate, I guess, and to just have water. Yeah, and apparently, like what Charlie was. Are you talking about Charlie or Johnny or both?
Charlie
I was just asking
was
Kaylee.
oh,
Was that just Charlie or Johnny or both that said that to you? Because like Charlie was also trying to get Sarah to like get permission from him on like when he could eat and stuff like when she could eat and stuff like that. If you're gonna have a terrible opinion, at least stick to it. Well, that's one theory. Um, yeah, well, especially like with Charles Heiston, like he tries to play both sides of the fence. Like to some people he says one thing, to other people he says something else. Um, like Angel says to Kaylee Kaiser, "You're beautiful, never change anything about you." 124. Oh, they both did. Mostly Johnny, but Charles agrees with Johnny with everything. Yeah, that makes sense. And
yeah, for a while there, Charlie was pretty much Johnny's whipping boy.
yeah,
But
like
what's
his
odd is I honestly believe Charlie may have been behind Johnny getting arrested.
oh really?
It was said that one of Johnny's exes turned him in for the child porn, but there's one problem. 2 weeks before Johnny got arrested, Charlie and Johnny started fighting.
Started
Then
what?
they said it was all a misunderstanding, and then 2 days before Johnny got arrested, Charlie and Johnny were fighting again. And then the same day Johnny got arrested, no more than an hour afterwards, Charlie was posting the thing about Johnny being in prison.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
So was that how you found out? Was through Charlie?
that's what made me ask Veronica if it was true what Charlie was saying.
Yeah. Huh. So like how? So I guess Johnny told Charlie that he had like child porn on his computer or something. I don't know. It's speculation.
Apparently, apparently. But you also got to think there was that one time where they were admitting they were dating.
I'm sorry. The audio is bad. What did you say? Can you repeat that?
I said there was at one point for about a week where they were basically admitting they were dating.
Well, wait.
Johnny and
Johnny and Charlie.
Charlie. Yeah,
Johnny and Charlie were dating.
yeah, yeah.
Oh wow.
I honestly I believe it was a big joke, but Charlie may have sent some stuff to Johnny, which got Johnny in trouble.
Yeah. Thank you for the 10 likes, pancakes. Yeah. So that might be you might be right. And so how do we know how old Charlie is?
Charlie is 16. We know
16.
that for a fact thanks to Grayson.
And that Grayson is also 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Grayson kid is a real idiot.
And
um,
apparently Grayson
I know he's a
was
kid,
in
but
one of
he's still an idiot.
Charlie's latest videos. They were playing with dolls, basically.
Yeah, like what, like wrestling dolls or some bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do you feel like someone wrote a fan fiction about it? I don't know. Thank you for the 10 likes, R Wolf. 16. So like you're saying, oh, so he's actually 16 according to Light Angel. Which you talking about Charlie?
Yes. Charlie and Grayson are both 16.
Okay, all right, right. And then that would so that's what we thought they were.
Right, and of course I called that right away, and of course Charlie, how do you know I'm 16?
Yeah, well, I mean, like I talked to someone who saw him on accidentally broadcast, and that person told me that he looked 15, and that was actually when he was 15, because
Right,
before.
well, and as you know,
So
because I sent you those screenshots that I had gotten of Charlie too, apparently Charlie's real name is Charlie Romo.
Charlie Romo, okay. Well, you
So,
do some great investigative work, I'll say that. So
well,
was he trying to steal that one guy's identity, the Charles Heiston on Facebook?
Charles Heiston, he used the name Charles Heiston long before he found that post about Charles Heiston and Sonia Kip's baby shower. But when he was making the fake account on me, that was a perfect fit for him to use. And of course, he scratched out Sonia Kip's name. But I tracked that post back to Facebook, found the real Charles Heiston's page, and let him know what was going on, even though I knew Charlie had been using the name Charles Heiston long before that. But it was enough to get that guy after him, and that got Charlie to quit for a long time.
Hmm. I don't
I
know if
don't think.
to me he actually did sort of seem 16 because it seems like you can tell about Charles Heiston he's kind of like immature and sort of inexperienced about things. I don't know. He didn't really seem like
Oh,
he
yeah.
older than me. Because like
Well, that's one
they
of the
said he seemed
things.
like
I tried so hard to get Sarah to give me a home phone number to
does she have it?
contact Charlie. She says she no longer has it. She was going to look for it.
Oh, okay.
But I've pretty much given up on that. But what my plan was to call, and if someone like Charlie answered, I was going to put my friend on the phone and be like, yes, this is so and so from some company. Is there a parent or guardian at home we can speak with?
Just a
And
funny
as
guy.
soon as he put his parents online, I was going to be like, you need to check your son's Twitter. You need to check his YouTube page.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. So very good work there. So, but I guess she's not going to give you the phone number. She can't find it. Whatever. I mean,
But I have the supposed new address too.
Oh, you do? Okay. Well, that's pretty good work then.
That was also in the screenshots that I released to you.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I got to check that again. So he's in a new state, or is he still in
He's in a new state.
Right. So he
But
wasn't
of
Florida.
course, this is info he gave her, which he
Right.
could have been lying to her the entire time too.
Yeah, that's true. Do you think? Do you think? I mean, has there been a way to like verify this information?
I've tried looking up who lives in that house.
Chester says CIA confirmed. Like a lot of people are impressed with your investigative skills.
Well, thank you. It's supposedly what it is the place he's living now. It's like an apartment building, so it's just telling me who owns the building, not who's living there.
Oh wow.
So as of right now, that's come to a standstill. His parents live there with him. Apparently, his mother is really weird and goes out and panhandles.
Really? Don't they live in
Apparently,
like that Cape? Like he was living in a relatively nice neighborhood though, wasn't he? Like in Florida, what he said, the Cape. What is it?
yeah, that's his dad, but his mom, after they're gone, goes out and panhandles. Apparently,
So
the
they.
sister, the crazy banshee of a sister, is older. She's in her late 30s, early 40s, and she's adopted.
So who? So the sister is adopted?
The sister is adopted. It's not his blood sister.
Oh, okay. All right.
And as for Charlie's dad, I know nothing about him.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, so we don't know if their parents are still married. If his parents are still married.
No idea.
Yeah. Pretty weird.
So that's basically the info I've been able to get on him. There's not much. Yeah, well, Light Angel, I'm used to people saying that kind of stuff.
Oh my god, the sister's crazy. She said she wanted to kill. Yeah, it's really it's fucked up when people say that, and like also like Grayson says such bullshit as well, you know. And I don't care if he's like 15 years old. It's like he knows like when you're 15, you should know you shouldn't be like saying that kind of bullshit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Not only that, I mean, I exposed Charlie so many times on the stuff he was saying, and he's no, that's not illegal. No, I can't get. Yes, you can.
What was not illegal? Like
Uh, him hiding the information when it came to the thing about Johnny taking the screenshots and crossing certain stuff out and moving them around to where it makes other people look like the bad guy, but Johnny look innocent.
yeah, I mean yeah, I remember you mean that
I
that
was
video.
trying to tell him that's the same as tampering with evidence.
Yeah, that video where he's trying to like defend the Johnny when because I made that video about Light Angel and Johnny,
Oh
and I
yeah,
think that was in response to my video.
uh, yeah, and then that led to my series of videos.
Yeah. Well, if you make a video on like Charles, like I mean I'll let you do it first, but like I'll definitely make a video on it and as well and like shout out your video and my video.
Oh yeah, yeah. Any other screenshots you need and all that, let me know and I'll send them to you for your video too.
Okay. All right.
Anything I have, I'm willing to share with you
Thank you.
because it.
To know if he was like abused or something. Like how can you be so extreme with shit? Or
Um,
do we know
I
anything
have
about that?
no idea if he was abused. As for Charlie, if he ever made a video on us, he made some on Zork,
Yeah, he
but
made a lot of
he's
videos.
he's way too afraid to make one on me.
Yeah. Because when he made that
Johnny
one
came.
with his sister talking about you, and it didn't really make any sense.
That was just to announce the baby shower, which got him in trouble with the real Charles Heiston.
Yeah.
But Johnny's come close to making one on me. He mentioned me in one of his videos?
Yeah,
A
it'd be
brief
really foolish
mention.
for Johnny to upload a video to his channel, though. But maybe you've made another channel or something like Greg Johnson or something like. But still,
I've looked, I haven't seen any, but Johnny never uploaded a video directly on me on his channel. He mentioned my name once or twice in a video, but that was it.
yeah, yeah. So there you go. But there is. But if you guys go to the Dark Angels channel, um, like Dark Angel has a Skype conversation with Johnny and Charles. So that was a pretty good video. You sort of scared them in that
And
one.
that one, I need to explain something about that video. My
Your
tactics
channel is
in
a
that video may seem wrong, but they were both Onision fans, and
yeah.
I used Onision tactics of every time they opened their mouth, I'd speak louder to cut them off to assert
Okay. Yeah.
dominance. My channel name, well, Zork. Do you want to show one of my videos on here?
Okay. Sure. You know what? So I guess I told you should change your channel to the Dark Angel, but maybe you should change it to like the Dark Angel 85 or 123. Because what I didn't realize is um YouTube, like, they allow people to have the same channel names as someone else. That's why you see all those like spam accounts of like PewDiePie or whatever when it's fake, because it's not even a hack. So like when I search for the Dark Angel, so like let's see, maybe if I look up Dark Angel Charles Heiston. So like maybe if you put like the Dark Angel 123, like what I do. You know what I mean?
I can post a link to my
Or you can post a link.
channel.
Yeah. All right. Can you post a link?
Um, Let me try.
I'm just
Give
saying
me a
so that it makes
second.
it easier for people to find your channel, because when you search for the Dark Angel, the thing is there's other people. I don't know why YouTube allows it, but that YouTube allows anybody to make a username. Like you can make a username PewDiePie, and that's okay. You know what I mean? They don't care. uh,
Right.
they don't care if people have double usernames on YouTube, so it gets really confusing. And the other thing is the other channel, another channel there's another Dark Angel channel that also has a lot of gaming videos, so it's kind of similar to yours. I don't know.
Is it Broly X Gaming?
I don't know. Is it?
If it is, that's my secondary channel.
Okay, yeah, but I don't know.
um,
Maybe it's I don't know. Anyway, just post the link and I'll definitely play it. I should speak louder to
okay,
assert my
hold on.
dominance. How's that, Chester? You got a joke channel? Pancakes are mine.
Second. It's not letting me post a link or anything.
So is the Dark Angel Entertainment? Is this one yours?
No. Try typing in the Dark Angel 120407. You should still be able to find it that way.
All right. Look. Um. Doesn't quite come up. Okay, wait. Would it be one with
Hold
23
on.
videos? No.
Type in the Dark Angel 85 and it's going to be the first one that shows up.
Okay, Dark Angel 85. That's good. All right, there you go. All right. Well, yes. Okay, we can just show this. So
I
by
did name it Dark Angel 85. It just doesn't show up at the top as Dark Angel 85.
all right, all right.
Yep, there we go.
So which one should I play? The one with the conversation with the Skype call.
Sure.
Charles Heiston commits identity.
That's a long one.
Yeah.
In Chester, trust me, we do not want to do a video on you.
Alright. So, what did you say? I'm sorry.
Chester had shown earlier that they wanted a exposed video on them. I was trying to tell him, no, you don't want me to expose you.
Yeah, I guess there's no way I can play this without making my smaller. I guess I can, okay, I guess I can do that. I mean, this is an all audio
well,
video,
why
so.
don't we end me guessing and then you play it?
Yeah, okay. I mean, I can play it while you're guessing. Like, I'll skip the
Okay.
intro because it's loud.
Yeah, my intro is loud.
But Chester likes your taste in music, though. Chester's also into pretty heavy stuff.
Uh-huh. Just recently had a Skype conversation with them, and you'll find in this video, while it is long, I apologize for that, but I'm not editing it down, unlike what
Is that loud enough?
But no. In this video that I have both of them stuttering like fools, tripping over their own words. And
maximum volume.
both Johnny and Charlie have admitted to numerous things in this video. So, let's begin. There you go.
Right,
yeah, we don't even need the video. It doesn't show anyone's face. We just need the sound to it.
Yeah.
Hello, apparently you have two fucking Skypes?
Or we'll sub to your channel.
No, I have an old one that doesn't get used because of my ex.
Yeah, well, add me on this one and then I'll bring you into a different call. With Charles, the one you claim that's me. There's another call going on.
Fine.
Well, then add me.
Well, thank you. At one time, I did think he was Charlie. I admit it.
Yeah, well, it's okay. I mean, at first I thought that Veronica was him as well.
Sorry about that, pancakes.
Oh, that Skype sound made you think you started to call someone. You must use Skype a lot, huh? Pancakes. So is this video still playing? Oh, yes, it is. Okay.
It takes him a minute before I figure out how to even connect to him. I was looking. Technical difficulties.
Your hashtag Zorkmid. We're all part of the Zork army here, right?
The Zork army or the Dark Angel army?
Well, we're united. Light Angel says, I wanted to tell Johnny this. Sorry, I don't want anything to do with a guy who harasses girls and then lies about them and can't keep himself out of jail. Yeah, that especially for like child porn and stuff. That's also.
Here we go.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah,
okay,
so
alright. That makes
two
sense.
of you seem to think that attacking and blackmailing young girls is fine and dandy.
It's not.
I never said
suggested
that.
It was.
Charles, you did suggest it because it's in my second video I did on you, the Skype calls, not Skype, but the messages, the DMs, where you were basically selling Johnny out, saying that you didn't realize how bad it was, you didn't think it was ruining anyone's lives, and you made it seem like Johnny was forcing you to make the videos, because you even stated, and I quote, "Do you think I like making videos on someone with an eating disorder?"
Well, no one's life is getting destroyed here. So.
Destroyed?
Destroyed.
I guess Charlie has a speech impediment.
Anyway, so that right there kind of shows
Also,
that you're
John's
saying you
voice
don't
is
like
awful.
making videos on people with eating disorders, which means someone's making you make the videos, is how it sounds.
No,
Nobody
he
is.
doesn't want to talk
Nobody is
about Anna
making
girl.
me do anything.
Not to mention, Johnny, meat referee straight up sat there and told me, and I've got
Yeah, meat
screenshots
referee.
of this, that you forced him
I've never
to
talked
make
to him.
videos.
I've never talked to him.
Forced him.
You can show me the DMs, which don't exist on any of my accounts, which are all Johnny, not Charles or whoever you think I am.
They were from
Oh.
or Greg Johnson. I said that.
Okay, it comes from the referee, but I've never talked to him. If you
I
can
never
provide,
talked to this guy either.
that would be nice. If you can provide
Well, he
proof,
seems to
then
know
sure.
you, Charles, because when I
He like attacked me.
confronted him about how his
Made
videos
like
were
fake
made
profile.
exactly like yours, down to the same music and all that, he said that the only reason that was because he was
I think
living
there was speech therapy.
in the same town as you, as one of your neighbors and friends, and that you
What?
helped him make that video.
Where's his video?
His video was removed from YouTube after getting flagged so many times. It was under the
There's no proof of his video. I never saw his video.
I haven't seen it either. I have seen that account, though, back when it was first made, I guess.
This guy has like 4 accounts. And I've never seen him upload one video.
It's the same person that's on Twitter going by Mildew Farmer. Shit like
I
that.
thought those
Jehovah
accounts were
Fapping or
inactive.
something. It's ridiculous.
I'm not sure who
Because
that
he
is,
keeps
but
getting taken down.
how are they relevant? I don't even know them. I don't see them tweeting.
Yeah, meat referee or Jehovah
They
Fap
were
or something.
tweeting. It was in DMs to me when all this started. He was stating
Okay,
that
so-
he was afraid of
So anyways, how did this come about? How did this shit start? Like, what did Marky tell you in the first place, I suppose?
What I heard in the first place is I saw Zork's video and talked to her. Then I saw Charles' video where Charles was cutting out parts of the tweets to make it look like there was no wrongdoing on your part.
So a joke video. So a funny video for his
It
friends
wasn't
and
a
others.
funny video because he took it down. Because he
It
was
was still
getting
good to
called out
watch when
on
it was
shit.
up. I mean, he made a better video. That was
He
the
likes
point
to
of
say
taking the
last
first
name.
one down.
Actually,
You
no,
didn't say
the
it right.
point of the second video is because I blackmailed him into making it because he seems to think that
You admitted to blackmailing me.
I blackmailed you, yeah. I blackmailed you.
Oh,
I threatened
look
to
at
expose
this!
your ass. I threatened to expose you and Johnny's ass because
Nobody
of
can
what you were
expose me.
doing.
There's nobody in this world that can expose me because I do no wrong.
Oh, no one can expose you except you're sitting
Except
there
for child
crying
porn.
in your latest
I don't
video
cry.
about
cry.
how people are attacking you because it was proven that you're
That's a simple tactic. That's a
blackmailing
simple
piece of
tactic to get
shit,
videos about
and
in
that
the
you
future.
also like that Charles is sitting there telling Eugenia he wants to rape and stab her. You're sitting there trying to
This is true,
blackmail
that's in my
Eugenia,
video.
telling her that if she
Hey,
stops being your
Look,
friend
if you
and
don't
doing what
support,
say,
if you don't
you'll stop
support,
attacking.
if you can't support blackmail, then you don't support Cooney. If she's blackmailed me,
I don't
Black
support
Charles,
blackmail at
yeah,
all.
let's-
Like I said, the only
you
reason I
support
got
it.
involved in this
Then you-
shit is because I make
then you
videos on
support
people who are attacking others. I have never seen
The
one
only
video on
person
YouTube.
you've made a video on is Onision. No one else. Besides us.
That's not true.
I've actually
You
made
a lot
tons
of
of other videos that have gotten removed. My videos go way back 4 years.
gotten removed. Why'd they get
Both of
removed?
them
Sounds
are
like you're not a good
right,
person.
or-
They
Dude.
got removed because I removed them because I had made some on shit my ex had done that I turned around and
Yeah, that's
decided
true. She
didn't
blackmailed all
need
of
to
us.
be up on YouTube.
Sounds
Right,
like
thank you.
you're just like Cooney. She has videos she removes all the time because they're racist.
People can have the right to remove videos whenever they feel like it.
Well, too bad for her. It's going to be a ghetto girl, Asian eyes, Asian fucking accent. It's all up soon enough for all to see. You, Kayla, Kaylee, anyone. I like to see you defend that though.
Defend what?
If Asian eyes and Asian accents, if that's truly acceptable, do it yourself in a video. I'll spread it
Oh,
around.
because
Who
Eugenia
the hell
just
is
once
Asian
made
eyes
these jokes about, like,
Asian accent?
What do you mean?
Asian
Asian
grandmother. It's like
accent.
not a big
dude.
deal
Make an
anyway.
Asian accent and squint your eyes. That's what Cooney did in a video. I have video proof.
Yeah.
I never said any of all the stuff she does is acceptable. I never said all of it wasn't. Like I said, I don't really watch her videos. I got involved because people I talk to and have talked to for the last 2 years on Twitter are getting attacked by you two morons.
We attack with what? Nothing. We just attack with facts.
Ariel, you attacked
Show
Ariel.
screenshots.
You're trying to blackmail Ariel.
But
Ariel has come at me. Why is she not showing you the screenshots where she insults me multiple times
She
over?
showed me the screenshots where she insulted
Okay.
you. And
Okay,
what she
good.
showed me was
just so you guys know, like, what he's referring to is, like, Eugenia, like, she also mentioned this in one of her videos, but she also used to do these, like, prank calls, and sometimes she would do, like, this voice of, like, oh, this is your Asian grandmother, like, something like that. And that's what, it wasn't even, like, that racist. I mean, I don't think too many Asians would actually be offended by that. But that's what he's, like, trying to refer to, you know. Like, she used to do that voice. Sorry, I shouldn't have interrupted. Are you still there, Dark? Okay, alright, cool. Yeah, I don't even think that's even
started
racist.
fighting between her and her boyfriend and started trying to blackmail her, which means
I didn't
she
blackmail
has
her.
every
The
right
thing
to
is-
defend herself.
She came at me at Skype. I didn't even want that call. I mean, I was bored of her. I was like, we could probably just talk in DM and stuff, and then she did that whole undressing shit. By the way,
that's
that's
true.
her
It's
choice.
that
Charlie,
Yeah,
Charlie,
It's a
even
choice
admitted-
to undress with.
Charlie even admitted, I have the screenshots where Charlie admitted that you did blackmail her. And he said, so what?
Blackmailed her with
Blackmailed
nothing.
her just so he could get a little on the side. I have the screenshots in a video where he said that he exposed your
There's no
ass
accurate
himself
blackmail.
to me. Thank you for that, Charlie.
If it's
There
ever-
was no accurate blackmail. So
It's pictures that were she was fine with. I mean, if she didn't want people to see it,
isn't
she would
fine
never
with
done
there
it.
was no
She's
nude
sitting there
picture.
telling you not to put them up, and you're threatening to put them on the black web and shit.
She showed me by choice. I didn't have a gun to her head.
Yeah.
Obviously,
No
I would've
choice to
tried.
show yourself to someone.
Charlie's threatened her with the gun, and that's A-okay, right?
I've never threatened her with a gun.
Yeah.
I said that I had a gun.
Threatened her. Speak English, moron.
Yes,
I
that's
just
fine.
said that I had a gun.
Yeah, you don't have no gun, you 16-year-old piece of shit.
Ariel said she would punch me in the face if she ever met me. So
She said she'd punch you in the face because of you starting fights between her and her boyfriend.
She's the one who cheated.
I have that
She cheated.
screenshot saved.
I don't want to, like, make
I
fun
didn't
of his
force her to
impediment,
cheat.
but he
She
does sort of
cheated
sound
by
like Tweety
choice.
No,
sometimes.
she didn't cheat, asshole.
I
didn't
sat
realize
there.
that
I sat
impediment.
there, and she just starts doing all this shit, showing her feet and shit.
No, that was
Yeah.
after you sat there and blackmailed her.
I didn't have
I know
anything.
this because I sent
Before
a
that-
copy of the Skype conversation.
It's true, you never undressed or anything.
She didn't record the Skype conversation.
Oh, yeah, she
only
did.
I did.
She didn't record
She
it.
got
There's
screenshots.
no way.
That's the thing, Johnny records every
She
Skype.
did. She would have told me. She would have
That's the
told me.
thing you have to know about
She
him.
told me
Never Skype with the guy
that I
because
was
they'll
sick for
record it.
doing that.
She ain't told
Recording it.
you all of it because she has proof to
Hey,
sit
Kaylee.
there and turn
That's
over
fine.
to the cops.
I hope she does. I mean,
Cops.
being in court showing that she
Foot
blocked me 6 times is gonna make
You're
me
funny,
look
Justin.
good.
No,
If you are
it's
being
not. It's
harassed,
gonna
you're
sit
being
there and
harassed.
make
You
you
blocked
look
the person,
bad
right?
when it's mixed
Now
with
it's gonna make me look
Charles
bad.
tweets to her where he's sitting there getting information from her and turning it over to you, and then him sending her messages between you and him.
I
Yeah.
never.
Also, nice fail in the video. If you look closely, Ariel's fucking texts are blue. That means it came from her computer.
Yeah,
Go check
exactly.
your inbox right now.
If they were my messages, they would be highlighted in blue.
Exactly. And in that
Huh?
screenshot,
Charles.
hers are blue. Hers are
Charles,
blue.
then tell me, Charles, how did Mr. Johnny Hale get stuff from her computer?
Well, I don't exactly know, but
Well,
it
I
didn't
don't exactly
come from me.
know.
But it's not from my computer. Shut the fuck. It's not from my computer.
Johnny over here is hacking people's computers, which that itself
Yeah, I mean, Johnny does go
would
on
be
the
a
dark web.
criminal offense. So go ahead and explain away, Johnny.
That came from her. You must have
Yeah,
gotten it from her. You
I'm
saw
pretty
it.
sure that she gave him the.
No,
Without a
no,
doubt.
She didn't give him shit because
Gave you. Hello,
What she gave you?
Dark Angel,
Dude,
not
it's
me.
on Twitter.
Sounds like one of your friends from high school.
Well,
Justin?
nice try.
Also, if I truly am this and that, prove it. Let's see the criminal records.
Yeah.
Then we find out that he was on
I got the
probation.
criminal records from told me I am not legally allowed to show.
Whoever you found, all I can say is whoever you found isn't me. If you think Johnny Hale's my name, or even Johnny Sinclair.
I'll pause this because I just, like Lion Angel was saying, also, he was going on about how he was going to beat me up and my boyfriend, so I told him if I saw him and he tried, he would get punched. He took what I said out of context, so I just wanted to say that. That's what Lion Angel said.
Yeah, whoever you found, good luck. You just found some random dumbass that's not even...
I know the name Johnny Sinclair and Johnny Hale ain't you. I know it's not even Johnny White like your YouTube.
Alright, drop my real name. Drop my real name. If you drop my real name, I'll believe you. If you can drop my real name, I'll believe everything you say.
Well, your first name ain't even Johnny.
Well, then go ahead and say it.
No, I'd rather wait and let it happen when you get taken to court by Ariel, buddy boy. See, because there's certain things that have brought up now in videos and stuff like that, or whatever that get put on YouTube, other places like that, it can hurt the case people have against people. And I'm like Joy Sparkles. I'm not going to sit there and run my mouth and possibly put people in danger of losing a case.
In danger. She's going to lose based on the 6 blocks. If you're being harassed, you block and you leave it at that. You don't unblock, talk to the person, block, unblock, talk, rinse and repeat. You've done it 6 times.
You're also sitting there bringing
I'm responding back
to sit there and talk to her and threaten her and harass her.
I was doing that by choice.
For you, which he turns around and gives to you.
There's no evidence.
That I control
there is evidence of that, Charles.
How do you know that Johnny told me to do something? I do everything by myself.
Do anything. I mean, they make videos. I agree with them or I don't, which I agree with most of them.
Charles, even if Johnny's not telling you to do it, you're doing it, which involves you in the case, whether you want
you're claiming me to be told to do it.
What could the case be? I mean, pictures of nothing.
Harassment, blackmail, sexual assault.
She came at me with all of that too. She's harassed me more than anyone I've ever known.
Oh, and I want to thank you, Charles, for sitting there putting it was that tweeter, it was a comment out there that you've been in jail multiple times, you've raped someone and all that, because that's going to be very, very useful in the next video.
Yeah, nice. I mean, nobody really watches any of our videos, so...
Except all this stuff is going to be handed over to another bigger YouTuber.
That's fine. I mean, we're just going to look really good, is all. Once they look into it themselves...
YouTubers that I've shown this all want to see you guys taken down, and it ain't Zorky.
Zorkmid's nothing. I mean, Zorkmid's like 40 years old, so...
Yeah,
I'm not 40.
I think he's like 36 years old.
Oh, better than some 16, 15-year-old that has to suck some guy's cock and try to make himself feel better.
Why are you always thinking about that?
He's probably
Why am I thinking about that? Because you do whatever Johnny says, kid.
I don't tell him.
There's no evidence of that happening.
Yes, there is. The evidence is, when me and you were talking the first time, you turned around and said, I got some personal stuff to do. Then you're sitting there messaging Johnny real quick to make sure anything you're saying is okay with him.
Yeah, you were firing this, Dark Angel.
You don't know who I was messaging or what I was doing.
Right after you sat there and told me that you had to sit there and go and handle some personal stuff, you messaged Johnny and then sent the screenshots like a dumbass.
Yeah, I don't know why they think 40. They just like to say that.
There is no evidence of that. It was personal business.
It's screenshots, you dumbass. That's proof.
There's no evidence of me talking to Johnny about something.
The screenshots, you dumb ass.
Where are the screenshots?
Conversation between
what video has this shit?
You don't know if I was talking to him about Ariel. You don't know.
Unless her name was dropped.
Her name was dropped, and it's in my video, the second part where I show all the screenshots. He sold you out.
But none of them had me talking with Johnny.
I mean, look, I don't want to make fun of him
he's
for his
being used
impediment.
by Marky at this point.
No, I'm not being used
Although
by
he's not-
anyone.
he's a
I'm
jerk,
making
but his
these
impediment,
because
no.
I believe blackmailers and shit like that need to be taken down.
Then where's your videos about Cooney? She's blackmailed me and Chris and Charles.
Really?
She says do
everything
this.
I've seen and heard when it comes to
Her
Cooney
deal.
about you is you kept
deal.
lying to her.
Deal is
You
proved
kept
up.
attacking her, so she turned her back on you.
I didn't attack anyone. I haven't attacked anyone for a while, and you brought up that kill. That's wrong. The deal was made after that video.
Kayla,
So the deal was made like
Eugenia, you've attacked multiple people over the last 3 months.
In the past, but Cooney herself made the deal. Don't attack
not really
fans, and I
blackmail.
won't unfollow you. So that's blackmail right
Yeah,
there.
like saying,
You don't
don't attack
attack,
my
I
fans,
won't
right.
unfollow, but if you stay good, I'll stay
Those were the agreements you gave her.
She came at me with that. She said, as long as you don't attack, things will be fine. I still have the conversation, obviously.
Yeah, but you're sitting there, always texting her, telling her,
I mean,
if you do what I
Charlie's
want,
still
then
a
I'll
jerk.
be nice.
But I agree with you, Allison.
Most of our
That's
conversations
not how it works, you stupid fuck.
they've been at you now, and I was actually trying to Skype her again, which I didn't get to because of you lames, you and Ariel, ruining that.
Do you really think
Also, they
anyone
would go
wants
on and
to
on
Skype you
about,
after you
like,
blackmail
they
people
would go on and on about how I was using dark.
Also, she came at Chris about the video, the Ghetto Girl
and then
video.
turning around
She
saying
said,
when his puppets,
take it
that is
down
pretty funny.
or I'll take it down, which is blackmail. Take it down or should. But
If
she
it
didn't
had
do it.
something to do with her saying she'd take it down is her saying basically that she would copyright it, which she has the right to do. That's not blackmail. That's her saying you can either do this willingly or I can take you to court over it if need be. That's not blackmail, buddy boy. You need to learn the laws. What are you, like 17, 15, 18, what?
Yeah, like blackmail is when you say I'll release information about you unless you do something.
25.
25, bullshit. Because if you were 25, you'd at least have a slight way of knowing what the laws are.
I do know the laws, and I haven't broken any, not in a while.
Oh, yeah, you have. As for Charlie here, he thinks he can just sit there and say, well, I'm a kid.
I know.
They sit there and they have started to charge kids like you as adults, buddy boy.
It's not going to happen, but you just got to think logically for a second. If I was literally a rapist, you think I would be free? You think they just shrug aside and be like, oh, he's a rapist, let's let him go?
Actually, people who have raped get released all the time. You want me to point out a few?
Alright, start showing them, I guess.
Mike Tyson.
My celebrity.
A convicted rapist. Onision. An accused rapist. And a child molester to boot.
Where's the proof? I mean, there better be
judging young girls' bodies.
Judging a body isn't molesting somebody.
That's not molested. It's he's sick.
Do you know what molesting is?
Also, pedo has to be 12 and under. By the way,
he used to tell me
it's actually a different
if I didn't do what he does.
Yeah, it's euthormia.
You put your info on the dark web.
Yeah, well,
that is
maybe he's that.
blackmail.
But he doesn't touch them. He looks at them, sure.
Oh, he touches them. I can even name a few.
Zork, look who's here.
Is that what you're going to say? That girl?
No, not Sarah, because there's no proof of that. That's speculation. Lainey was 16 when they started dating. They didn't get married.
Matt is here saying that Johnny is great.
Still under the age of
Matt,
18.
you support Johnny because he was arrested for child porn? Is that why he's great? Because he has child porn?
She was in order to marry her.
Matt, as you guys know,
well, that's suspicious, but it doesn't say he's touching 13-year-olds and stuff.
What was her name? Shiloh.
Yeah, he was arrested. I've got a screenshot. I sent it to you on Twitter, proving it, Matt. So go check that before you run your mouth here.
On record
afterwards saying he did.
Yeah, that's just typical women lying. They lie all the time.
Don't
just like Mark.
Twitter, Matt. Twitter.
You want to go after her for
Why did
being
he get suspended
racist,
on YouTube?
Eugenia Cooney. But what about Charles here, second YouTube page?
Because of him running his mouth, attacking people and all that.
Well, it is.
It is. It sounds like the truth to me.
That's what I believe in. Why are you attacking? Why are you attacking her for being racist if you're racist, though? I'm not making videos making fun of black people.
Yeah, he would never do that. But
because he would get his ass beat, and he knows it.
No, but no one would beat up Charles, because I would stop him.
How are you going to stop him when you're all the way in Canada, buddy boy?
I can get over there.
You're not going to be able to get over there in time, I guarantee you.
I guess, but no fucking black guy's going to find him.
As soon as he goes back to school, they beat his ass in an instant.
No,
you don't have to be silent.
Blacks, I'm sure.
That's right.
Wait, who's Steve's?
That's why he had to have his little friend, something Reynolds, sitting there trying to attack me, and then once other people start coming in, going after him, he's sitting there, I'm just a kid, this ain't fair!
Yeah, that's the thing, like, he can dish it out. He can dish out all this shit, but then when you say something back to him, he's like, I'm a kid.
You should promote our channels. We're the best
dish it out.
YouTubers of all.
Anything you should.
Also, Kayla's racist as well.
I am going to keep fighting against you two until the end of time, if need be, because you two are nothing more than little fucking Onision wannabes.
I don't like Onision.
I don't worship Onision, so I don't know why you're saying bull fucking shit.
He fucking worships Onision.
Just because I subscribe to him,
I mean,
like you've been known to quote Johnny.
I saw his comments on his.
A lot of people quote
on that
me.
recent video.
No, a lot of no one quotes you, Johnny. Your message on fucking YouTube
on what?
That when
since about the summer,
stole his gimmick.
Since June of this year.
Dislikes.
Pancakes.
What are you talking about? Any of my comments on that one channel will get at least 20 likes.
Really? Because I can go on there and look at any of your videos.
Go look.
Yeah, Riley, are you on
videos,
Twitter? Are we following each other on Twitter?
Not on my videos. On the Help the Skinniest, whatever, the girl. That channel. I comment on all the videos.
Oh, so you admit that's your channel, but before you were saying...
No, I didn't admit it's my channel. God, you're so dense, dude.
Oh my god, dense.
It's that channel, and I comment. That's what I said.
I'm not talking about your comments. I'm talking about your videos. The like to dislike ratio. No one likes you.
It's no surprise that they don't do well because I'm speaking facts.
You got a finger spinner?
It's no surprise they don't do well because it starts out like this. Hi, this is John.
If that was true, you wouldn't be able to hear me right now, right?
Well, except you obviously don't use the same.
Are you Riley like talking on Snapchat?
Then, because every time I try to watch one of your videos, I have to pull out my high-powered headphones.
Oh, I do on Snapchat.
High-powered headphones, this guy.
I have a good pair of headphones that I use for recording.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't. You shouldn't make any videos at all.
Well, my videos are a lot better than yours. And the proof is in the pudding on that one because my like-to-dislike ratio is way better than yours.
No way. You sound just like Zorkmid at this point.
And when it comes to little faggoty friend Larry Appleton, what does he have how Belky's doing with him?
He's questionable.
You would know
Larry Appleton is saying right now Johnny didn't get arrested.
The picture Larry uses is from a TV show called Perfect Strangers, where the guy that his picture was teamed up with his gay roommate Belky.
Dark, did you see what Matt is saying?
It sounds weird, but
yeah.
I have heard of that show, but I'm not.
I haven't heard of it, but I think Larry is like he's neutral because he comments against me sometimes.
Larry, you know,
and he goes to neutral. He sucks your dick as much as Charles.
If anyone's wondering, Matt that's in here is Larry.
He spoke against me.
I'm sorry, I'll pause. What were you gonna say?
I said, if anyone's wondering, this Matt character in here is Larry.
Yeah, Larry Appleton. So, and he's claiming that Johnny didn't get arrested recently. Well, according to like Johnny's ex-girlfriend, he did get arrested for child porn.
And I've got a screenshot. I can share this screenshot with everyone on Twitter as soon as we're done here.
Okay, yeah. Why don't you do that? Also, I swear, when Johnny laughs, he sounds like a demon. His laugh is so creepy, yeah.
Yep, fan cakes, you sure can see. Either come to my Twitter page and you'll see. On Twitter, I am.
Let me just add you on Snapchat.
On Twitter, I am the Dark Angel 85.
Snapchat is so weird.
So. Sure will, Aura Wolf.
Larry Appleton is actually the guy who is Matt right now in the chat. Matt with the underscores. He goes by Larry Appleton on like YouTube.
Sure will, Nico.
Riley as well. Can I? Yeah. Aura Wolf wants to know if you can tag her in the screenshot.
Yep.
And emo Donald Trump. Okay, if a lot of people want you to tag, you might have to do one of the things where you tag them in a reply tweet.
Oh yeah, I'll tag these people, and then you can tag some of them too. Because I'll tag you, then you can retweet it and tag others.
Okay, I'll do that.
Once in your life.
The thing is, Larry has no side because he follows people that...
He goes on Zorkmid's broadcast. He goes on Eugenia's.
So
he talks to them.
You go on there and you watch.
I don't talk to them.
No surprise that we watch Cooney, but Larry's all over the place, so...
I don't talk to them. He talks to them, and he's fun.
Oh, so now you're admitting that he did go, huh, Matt?
I'm friends with Kaylee, proof that I'm a good person.
Actually, I have messages from Kaylee.
Yeah, I don't know if the prisons are that nice.
She said she is
Matt.
not friends with you. She's not friends with Kayla, but it has nothing to do with the reasons you said.
She laughed at my video, though, so how about that?
So you were sitting there...
Tell me, Matt, if you buy it, how can you keep defending the guy?
Well, she's
scared, right? Oh, did I forget to mention
I'm not admitting I'm a liar.
For a YouTube video?
Me too. So
yeah,
that's disgusting that we think alike.
And, my footage is going to be the raw, unedited footage, and we'll see.
I don't know. I don't think people really want to listen to like 40 minutes of us talking, but
Matt,
feel free to drop it on you.
I'm taking a screenshot of that.
Well, I have plenty of people who want to see, especially some of the cop friends and all that, because what my whole intention here was to get you to admit to certain shit, which you did.
Because Matt is saying he doesn't care if like
no one admitted
he has child porn.
I'm not alive. I've never lied.
You see that?
It was kids, Matt. That's what child porn is, you dumbass.
Because
that's what it is.
I use facts. I use screenshots by the original people, so like Kayla.
Screenshots, except much like Charles, you edit them to make you.
I don't edit any.
Edit the screenshots.
These things can be found on Twitter right now, or anywhere in DM. I still have all the screenshots or all the conversations.
Well, you wonder why Johnny hasn't been online, Matt? It's because he's been ordered not to go on the internet as a condition for bail.
Well, I scribble out shit that I say because usually I don't know. It's
you
not
scribble out the shit you say because the shit you say will sit there and get your ass in trouble. Exactly. That's why you scribble it out. So thank you for getting to this, Charles. It's been very nice. Thank you again, Johnny. It's been very nice. Charles, why don't you just worry about going back to school? Johnny, fuck you.
Was that the whole video?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I love the way I ended that.
It's okay. Yeah, so that is pretty enlightening. So, yeah, Matt, if you didn't know, like, Johnny got arrested for child porn. That's why he hasn't been online, except that, like, he tried to sneak online secretly, but then, like, when Dark Angel confronted him about it, he got offline pretty quickly, because I think that Johnny didn't realize that Dark knew that, he was arrested for child porn or whatever. Oh, you were glad because you're thinking he's dead. No, he's not dead. And he's been to prison before, so
Wolf. I know we've contacted each other on Twitter before. You have to contact me on there again so I have your @name. Or Zork, you can give it to me. I know you talked to him.
Talk to who?
Or a Wolf.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, well, they just said they'd do it, so whatever.
He said himself he takes out what he says. I wonder why. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Matt, I don't see how you can still sit there and defend the guy. You just said as long as it's not kids, but then you're sitting there still saying, well, it's okay. No, it's...
Yeah, but that's the thing. It was kids.
Yeah, I actually have to wonder, does anyone have any higher brain functions in their little group?
Okay, all right. So, did you actually post it on your
His
Twitter?
ex turned him in, Matt.
Or was it the ex that turned him in?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean?
Yes, Fancakes, you can contact me. I've got Twitter opened up too.
That he had pictures of an ex. She wrote that message says it. Okay. So did you DM Matt something, or is it on your Twitter?
Sent it to Matt. I sent it to Matt, and I can pull the message up right now where I can look at it and I can read it quote for quote what it says.
I know you DM'd it to me, but it was a while back.
Oh yeah. It says, and I quote, I asked Veronica, where is Johnny? Is the crap Charlie is spouting about Johnny being in prison true? She says, he was in jail. He got bailed out, but he's not allowed to have internet access until all the court shit is over and they decide what his sentence is. I asked, what happened that he is not allowed online? She said, an ex reported him for having underage nudes.
Okay, all right.
So, nice try, Matt.
That would also explain why, like, when we found out that he had a Twitter account named what was it again? Like another white supremacist name that he was using.
Greg Johnson.
Greg Johnson. So Johnny likes to use like the names of like white supremacists as aliases, because Greg Johnson is another white supremacist, or whatever. And when we found out that it was like when Dark confronted him and said, "I know that you're Johnny," and they said, "Hey, and I got this information that you were arrested for like child porn. You're not supposed to be on the internet." Johnny like immediately deleted the account.
And I've got that screenshot too.
Yeah, so I mean,
So see, Matt, you can't twist my words and the stuff I send you when I still have the screenshots. But nice try.
Now Matt says, "Oh man, well he's troubled. Isn't he an orphan or something? I think he said that he was adopted, but he's now
he was adopted because both his parents were drug addicts.
Okay, yeah. I mean, he is an Aborigine, and not that there's anything wrong with being an Aborigine, but according to he's half Aborigine, and according to Johnny, Aborigines are inferior to whites. So, I don't know. I think that one picture that Johnny sent to Ariel probably is actually him, because he is like and he also.
The thing is,
where he lives in Canada is like that city has Winnipeg has a very high Aborigine population. So, it also has Aborigine gangs. I wonder if he's like part of an Aborigine gang or something.
Ariel, I can tell you exactly why Matt's bringing up the him being troubled thing. He's trying to go into the nature versus nurture thing. Unlike they do with serial killers, what makes a serial killer the way he is? Is it nature or nurture? And because of his troubled background, he's trying to say it's Johnny's nature to be the way he is, which excuses it. No, it doesn't.
But Matt does seem to agree with Johnny's like white supremacist, anti-Semitic views. So if you agree with him on that, maybe you could also say that the fact that Johnny is half Aborigine, and I'm not saying that's the accurate, that's the reason, but he is half Aborigine. He hates it when you bring up the fact that he's Aborigine, by the way, but But I see what you're saying, nature and nurture and stuff. But still, like, even if he was like
Italy, Matt, this is not Italy. Canada is not Italy, Matt.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything? I guess he's trying to like excuse it, saying, well, he was troubled, but it's still like a lot of people were troubled. I think that like wasn't Manson like troubled as well? Didn't he have shitty parents? I mean, it does that in itself doesn't excuse it. I mean, it sucks, but like
Well, that's why I brought up the whole thing about nature versus nurture.
Yeah.
Just because of how you were raised or what you've been through doesn't excuse your actions.
Yeah, being troubled doesn't equal a bad person like the crap he does. Pancakes are right.
I've known plenty of women who were sexually abused as children. That doesn't mean they're going around cutting off men's dicks.
Pancakes. Matt says, I've been to Italy. There are 17-year-olds in porn. There it's legal. Well, I mean, I don't know what the laws of Italy on porn are. Maybe it is legal for 17-year-olds to be in porn. But I mean, but Canada, I don't think is like that.
No, he didn't attack a nun that we know of. He attacked another human being. It doesn't matter if they're a nun, if they're a cop, if they're a child, if they're a dog walker, if they're a babysitter. It doesn't matter who it is he attacked.
Right. How is this a relevant topic? I mean, if you're right and they are wrong, what's there to say? Well, this whole thing is about how Johnny just re-emerged on the internet, and we found out about it. And he tried to contact Light Angel again, and he's not supposed to be on the internet right now because like he could get his bail revoked because like I guess as a condition of his bail, they said that you can't go online.
Right now, the best way to describe who Johnny is, Johnny Hale.
I don't know. I mean, like, if he attacks someone who is not a nun, it's still attacking someone.
Johnny, he's a person on YouTube, a white supremacist who likes to blackmail females, and recently he's been arrested for child pornography.
Yeah, he's not really very chummy with Eugenia anymore, I can tell you that. Eugenia doesn't want to talk to him. Eugenia used to be tight. Well, yeah, he used to play, like, League of Legends with her sometimes. Like, years ago. But, I mean, it's like saying he and Light Angel used to be tight. I mean, I'm not really sure if that's really accurate. No, I don't think she ever chatted with him offline. I don't think she ever chatted with him offline. Actually, I think that's wrong. She did not chat with him offline. It was always online that she chatted with him. But like she did like one Skype chat with. She said one Skype call with her to play a video game. That's not tight, and that's not offline either. Listen, like, I've spoken to Eugenia offline, and I don't mean just as a
The
comment.
fact is, I play games with people online quite often. That doesn't mean I'm tight with them.
Yeah, exactly. And I've spoken to Eugenia offline, I do, but, and not just at conventions, but I know that Johnny never did. I mean, but online, yeah. Online he did. I mean, maybe he will learn some new skills in prison, because, like, that kind of thing happens, but I think Johnny has been to prison before.
Well, there's only one skill to learn how to do there, and it'll be honing his mouth work.
I mean, like, you ever see the movie Blow, where, like, the guy who said that, like, going to prison was sort of like a criminal school. He learned how to do more crimes and stuff. I don't know. You want Eugenia to do a video with me or with Dark Angel? Now in Canada, they have, like, classes and stuff. Well, you can actually get a degree in prison in the United States, I believe. I don't think the Canadian prisons are necessarily like a country club. But, yeah. Okay, a prank video. What kind of prank video? Hello, Nicole Panda. What's going on? No, Matt lives in Rhode Island.
Sure they do, Matt. Just like they say in some of the state hospitals, these people get their own rooms and the psych wards and all that. And I'm here to tell you, it ain't like that.
The thing is, when you get your own room in prison, that means you're in solitary confinement, which is actually worse than having a cellmate. Usually that's a
well, they probably will put Johnny in solitary because he was arrested for child porn. They're going to have to protect him.
Oh, put him in protective custody and stuff, yeah. Yeah, but that's usually like when they put you in your own room, that's usually a bad. It's usually, most people would rather have like a cellmate, I think.
Oh yeah. The way I've heard it, the protective custody rooms, they're a lot like being put in the hole.
Yeah, it's not that great. It's not that great being in protective custody. I mean, like, celebrities have to be in that kind of thing too, And I think says, Matt, what the fuck? None of what you're saying about Canada is true. Yeah, Matt just makes things up. I mean, I don't know how harsh Canadian prisons are to American prisons. Look, I don't know. There are different prisons in America. Some of them are worse than others. But
you want bad prisons? Go to a Mexican prison.
Yeah, right. Like if you're El Chapo.
A Mexican prison will make any prison in America look like a country club. By time this is all over with, he's probably gonna be Orwell.
So do you know what he was in prison before? Because he did say that he was on probation and that he was like arrested, like just
assault.
Assault, okay, all right.
He assaulted a 17-year-old girl.
A 17-year-old girl, okay, all right. So and ironically, like it was just like a day or two before he was off probation that he got arrested again, right?
Yeah, he was on probation.
I might have a screenshot where he said, "I only have a couple more months of probation." So he acknowledged that he was on probation.
Oh yeah, and the day he was arrested was the day before he was supposed to go see his parole officer and get off parole.
Yeah, right.
And his house got swatted.
Did they really swat him? They wow.
Yeah, apparently the way Charlie knew what happened is he was on a Skype call with Charlie and he got swatted.
No, don't they have registered sex offenders? Is that true? Don't they have registered sex offenders? Like, Angel, you're Canadian. Don't they have registered sex offenders in Canada as well? Cuba has some hacking skills. Too bad it doesn't pay. Well, you can actually make money as a hacker. I mean, well, I mean, I know that he goes on the deep web and stuff.
Yeah, they do have sex offenders, like Angel just said. So,
Yeah, they do have sexual in Canada. Like he's an awful person, no nice person who's doing no wrong doesn't go to prison. Well, I mean, sometimes people go to prison for stupid things, like marijuana and stuff like that.
But they still did wrong by having it, technically.
Yeah, I mean, by Onision logic, whatever. But
well, yeah, I don't really see a problem with weed, but
well, Eugenia says she never gave him his phone number. So if he has Eugenia's phone number, he didn't get it from her, and she didn't want him to have it. Let's put it that way. So if he got her phone number, he like somehow got it surreptitiously.
Well, he just admitted he hacked it.
But that's not like, you know, she gave it to him.
That's not the same thing as someone willingly giving you the number.
Yeah, there's a big difference.
So all your arguments for him, Matt, are not helping him at all. They're doing more harm than good.
Yeah, well, I really want to applaud your detective work, Dark Angel. You really helped a lot of people.
I have a healthy sense of justice. I know when something's wrong, and I'm like a bloodhound when it comes to getting the info.
He doesn't. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if he has a number. At one point, Eugenia thought that Johnny might have been calling him during her broadcast, although she said she doesn't know how. But I wasn't sure because it didn't really sound like Johnny, like the person's voice. So, and Johnny denied it, but Eugenia definitely said that, like, you know, she didn't give it to him. He called her on stream. Oh, okay, yeah, you know. But then Johnny himself denied that he called her on stream. But did he? So he's saying he was lying about that when he said that he didn't call her on stream in that one video. Because, you know, for some reason it didn't really sound like his voice to me, but like other people said it did kind of sound like his voice. But still, like, it's not like she gave him his number. You know what I mean? I mean, like, she didn't.
The thing is, Matt, with you admitting this stuff right here.
Yeah, you know, I should take
you admitting that you know that makes you an accessory after the fact of his wrongdoing on that point. You realize that, right, Matt?
Yeah.
So much like Charlie was doing, you're outing yourself, admitting that you're also in on this.
It was months ago. He probably doesn't have it anymore. Well, knowing Johnny, he would not, like, if he had her number, he wouldn't throw it out. You know what I mean?
Well, unless he kept it on his computer, because when he got arrested for that stuff, they took his computer.
Yeah, okay. But, I mean, I don't know. Did they take his phone? I mean...
I have no idea.
Matt, you gave away that he hacked her and got her phone number. Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, all you... Like I said earlier, Matt, all you're doing is giving us more proof of his wrongdoings and involving yourself in it.
She actually hasn't changed her mind. Yeah. But yeah, I mean,
not a big deal.
Yeah,
Matt, you won't be going to a Canadian prison like him. You'll be going to an American one.
Anyway, like, look, first of all, I have a hard time believing that Canadian prisons are like the lap of luxury, but, and look, some American prisons
I agree.
are security prisons, you know.
I agree. No prison's gonna be a luxury thing except for the ones they put movie stars in.
Yeah. And even sometimes, like, for famous people, it can kind of suck, too.
No, of course.
UK prisons are even better. I don't know anything about that.
Sure, UK prisons are better. They're more like dungeons.
Drugs in UK prisons are priced cheap, so they can all be high. Well, that's nice. They definitely have drugs in American prisons. I don't know how much they cost though, but you hear about drugs in American prisons. That's one thing. They can't even keep the drugs out of the prisons. That's how you know drug laws are like flawed. They can't even keep the drugs out of prison.
Well, you know, I've been in jail before and I've seen people make liquor in the toilet.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, drug laws don't really help addicts. They primarily just help the anti-drug war industry. They probably make the drug addiction problem worse, if you ask me. But that's my. Yeah, I guess he was curious about Johnny. That would make sense, I guess. Since I did title this the stream like update on Johnny and Charles Heiston. I'll say that.
Oh yeah, but of course he didn't believe us, and even after I proved it, he was trying to say I was lying, and then he had to go and reread it, and then he's like, "Oh well."
Yeah. I guess maybe he was just shocked that that his boy Johnny like had child porn. I think Matt is probably like shocked. I guess.
Oh yeah, and I guarantee you can go look at Johnny's old videos, and I guarantee you by tomorrow night you'll see all of Matt's comments removed.
Oh really?
Probably because of him defending him after finding out he did child porn. He's not going to want to be associated with that.
Yeah, well, I guess Matt said that his account was deleted anyway, huh? Larry
Oh
yeah. It's weird. I've never heard of people say like I never heard of like YouTube saying you suspending someone from spamming comments. Seems like YouTube doesn't.
They do have a tag where you can flag them.
Yeah, they do.
They have one of them is spam.
I just don't hear about YouTube doing it that often though. I mean, I know that they let you.
I don't hear it that often either. I doubt it was because of spam. I think it was because of people flagging him for the idiotic shit he says.
Yeah. So So are there going to be some interesting surprises in your video, in your upcoming video?
On Charlie? Oh yeah.
Charlie does.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm sure Charlie is going to get wind of this, right? I mean, Matt will probably inform him.
Oh, most definitely. I'm trying to wait until the 14th to see what his new video is.
Oh, okay.
To use that for more info, but to see exactly what he's saying, to see if it's so I don't have to turn around and make a follow-up video right away on it.
I wonder if there's like any YouTube comments on this stream. I can check.
You haven't checked the YouTube comments?
Mm-mm. But I am right now.
Charlie's probably been in there. Ooh.
No, actually, only Mandy McCready is, and she's cool. She's the only person who commented.
Weird.
That's not to say that someone didn't watch or whatever, but
I honestly would have figured Charlie would have been in there running his mouth.
yeah, it's only Mandy who's coming. Mandy is cool, so.
Okay. Well, hello, Mandy.
Hi, if you're still watching, Mandy, hello.
But yeah.
You could. I guess Mandy doesn't have a,
The video should be pretty interesting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that video.
Yeah, the video is going to be pretty interesting. I'm going to film it on the 15th, I think, or that night on the 14th after I see his video when it drops.
Right, okay. Do you think, what if he, like, postpones the video or some bullshit?
If he postpones the video, then I'm still going to release mine on the 15th. And just if I have to do one the next day, I'll do one the next day.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, who could be watching? I mean, they could be watching on YouTube, even if they're not watching, so, Or, like, Matt will, like, inform them.
Aura Wolf wants to know if you're going to keep this broadcast up or if you're going to take it down.
I don't know what I mean, maybe we'll decide afterwards. I don't know.
I don't care either way. You can keep it up if you want. Doesn't bother me.
What do you think I should do, Aura Wolf? But we'll see.
Oh. But yeah, this video's definitely going to be interesting. And this video's going...
You haven't. I agree. It's definitely going to be interesting.
Oh yeah, and I'm going to have to throw in the stuff about Johnny in it too. And so this video, it's going to be in thanks to Veronica, Sarah, you, Light Angel.
Well, thank you so much. And I'll make a video on it after you, because, I mean, I'll let you do it first since, I mean, it's your, but I'll definitely do a video on it and, like, shout out your video on it.
Oh yeah, and I'll let people know that you've got an upcoming video on the same subject too.
Okay, cool, thanks.
I'll mention that in mine, and then after you make yours, I can edit it into the comment section or whatever it is in my video.
Okay, alright.
Link it in the description. Yeah, that's what I mean. I just got told by Light Angel I should post a screenshot now, so give me a second.
Maybe Charlie doesn't even realize this yet.
Charlie doesn't realize a lot of stuff.
Well, Aura Wolf's saying, it's up to you, but it could be helpful to keep this broadcast up, because so much information is given out. So she might be right.
Well, if you think you should keep it up, keep it up. If you think you should take it down, take it down. It doesn't bother me either way.
Okay. Well, anyway. So, do you have anything else to add, or should we end?
That's about it for right now.
Okay, well, thank you, Dark Angel, so much for your help, and I really appreciate it. And thanks for guesting.
No problem.
And I'm glad we're friends.
Well, I'm glad we're friends too.
Okay, so I guess I'll say goodbye to everyone now.
Yep.
Okay, so thanks everyone for coming, and have a good night.